it doesn't click. Not that it doesn't click. It makes sense, but the thought of ambiguity starts to creep into my mind, and I
Okay.
don't. And that ambiguity kind of eats away at me.
So, what is ambiguous here?
Just of like how things may turn out. Like
Ew. Okay, keep going.
yeah, or like how like those SDs. I didn't plan to SD, but I am going in like with not too much warm up. But I'm not too sure. It's just very things that I'm just not. I cannot control at the very moment. I guess.
Let me ask you, who decides who wins a game of Super Smash Bros. Melee?
That's a good question.
Is it the players?
Feel like yes.
I don't agree.
Mm.
Because if it's the players, how do they do that? Because, like, does Zane just show up and he, like, says, yo, I'm gonna win? And then, like, the other player is vaporized in a cloud of, like, you know, smoke. And then if Hungrybox does the same, he's like, yo, I'm H-God. And the other person explodes in, like, a burst of testosterone. Like, does it work that way? I don't think so. So it's not
Okay.
I don't think it's the players. I don't think they just decide who wins. Something they do, isn't it, right? Like, they have to do something. What do all of us do when we play this game? We make what?
Decisions.
Right. And decisions can be thought of moves, right? Like the actions we do throughout the game.
Right.
So it really isn't either of us like deciding to win. All it is how our moves line up with each other. Nobody has a monopoly on the winning moves.
Okay.
So, but that also means that we don't control who wins. All we ever have in this game is 50% of the say in who wins. Because we are entitled to our half of who win of like the vote on who wins, and it is our job to use that as effectively as we possibly can. But we never get to take away the opponent's half. That's just not how it works.
Right.
So, there is always going to be... The reality is, there will always be ambiguity. Because our moves... We don't decide the opponent's moves. We only get to pick our own.
Okay.
So,
that makes sense.
Does that help, like, sell you on it a little bit better?
Yeah, that definitely kind of just eases at that ambiguity.
Yeah, like the ambiguity... No, go ahead. Keep going.
I was just gonna say, it just kind of puts, like, how can I say it? Like, it solidifies something that I just didn't really understand of, like, how exactly it works.
And you know what? In a way, thank God, because imagine if there was no ambiguity. This would not be a very fun game. This would not be a very popular game, because it would mean that everything is solved.
Right.
And the only thing that kills a game, I think, is when it's no longer fun or exciting. And nothing kills excitement quite more like predictability.
Right.
So, can I count on you to have a bit more appreciation for the ambiguity, and not to fight it when it comes up, because it is part of this. It's the one thing we all have to overcome.
Right. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Perfect, let's queue up.
Yeah.